Hello and welcome. We're here today with our special guest, Susan. And Susan has been a good friend for a while, but essentially she has a wealth of experience. So you're getting, a decade or over a decade of experience in this interview with her. So without further ado, I would turn over to Susan. You want to say a few words about yourself?
I've been in this industry for past 18 years plus, and I'm currently VP of Imani Matter Mortgage Inc. We're brokerage, so I would say we deal with wholesale banking and about 35 plus banks.
Wow. So you can see she has a diverse set of lenders to lend from, so you're not stuck with just one bank and one favorite customer. So Susan, it's one question that I ask everybody, like what inspired you to get into this brokerage business? Why don't you, try something else, like, airplane gliding or something else more fun or what have you?
It's a very good question, especially when it comes to me, because the reason I love this industry, because challenges keeps me going. And I'm a problem solver by nature. And every client, every loan, every case that comes, it's different, it's challenging. And you need to be a critical thinker about it. You need to be problem solver in order to get it to the finish line. And that keeps me going.
Right. So you have achieved a certain level of success. That's why you're here. Like, what keeps you motivated now? Like, why do you get up in the morning and think like, okay, I'm going to do this again and again and again? What is the motivation now after achieving the level of success that you have?
Personally, I'm a workaholic. I need to work. And I've been...
I can vouch for that. Yeah.
Yeah. And aside from that, the field that I'm working or the field that you are right now, and it's not just about making money. It's about helping people, putting impact on people's life in a positive way, achieving their goal as far as having a home, investment properties, and helping. And also, we create relationship with our customers this way. So
that makes sense. Yeah, no, and I can vouch for that. She responds right away, and I really like that about her. Because as an investor, I want somebody responsive and responsible. I'm sure you come across some difficult clients sometimes, right? So how do you deal with that? How do you handle that?
As a lender, someone that you're working with them or their financial advisor, you need to first understand your clients, their need, their desire, and put their best interest first, then yourself and your commission or the income you're making. And that's how you create a trust. And then after that, the transaction becomes smooth, because genuinely clients will feel that you're there to help them out and for their best interest.
That's very well said. So, here we have a person who, looks out for the client more than anything else. And I would think that by having this approach of client first, I would think that you get more business, more word of mouth. Is that true?
That's true. Honestly, most of the clients that my team gets is based on referral. One client at least refers 5-6 other clients.
Oh wow! So that's how you do business. That's how you do lending, guys. You refer different clients to other people, and then you give them really good service, so they go and tell 10 other people, and then they come back to you for more business. So obviously we're in a COVID situation. Life is a bit tough for people. How has the current situation changed your approach or affected your business in terms of lending, the rates, the Feds, whatever you want to tell us about? Right.
So we're learning how to, and even lenders are learning how to adapt this. At the beginning, it was difficult, but what happened, actually the rates became very bouncy. You could see once or twice a day jumping by half a point or a quarter of point or even 1 point within 2 days. Now it's good. The rates are low. And there's lots of refinance. With our company or with my team, what we did actually, that just to keep our clients satisfied and accommodate for their needs for that particular time that they wanted to do refinance or do purchase, since the rates weren't stable, so we basically cut the commission and we made less money and give credit to provide the target interest rate they were looking for, and still we do that.
When clients come to you, do they have high expectations of the highest rate or something they see online, they read They read something, the rate says 2.5, 2.3, and they come and ask you those rates. And if so, how do you handle that? Because I'm sure that happens a lot.
Well, it's not just the 2.7 or 2.5% rates that they see it online or they Google it. Unfortunately, the Fed's rate that they see, they think that should be the mortgage rate. Fed's rate has nothing to do with mortgage rates.
Of course, yeah.
Those are exchange rates for banks that Fed gives with that interest rate. And then these banks actually has cost that gets imputed on top of that a quarter. Then it becomes a rate that a banks would lend it to a client.
Right. So what you're saying that what the Feds give is not the real rate.
No.
The Feds give a rate and it goes to the banks, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, and then it comes back to you guys where you lend it to the actual client. So there's a bit of overhead and middleman involved in that. So that's misleading for the clients. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us what are the top 2 or 3, however you want to say, takeaways or lessons learned from your time in the business, because you've been in the business for a while.
For someone that works in mortgage industry, you need to be a student of the industry. That means be on top of your products, know the guidelines. That's constantly changing.
Wow.
And be critical thinker and problem solver. And for lenders, be patient because most of clients are not aware of certain guidelines. And
so guys, one takeaway is that every deal is different, right?
Yes.
No 2 deals are the same. I think a lot of people think that being in the brokerage industry is simple. A loan comes and you just submit some documents, it gets approved. But there's a lot of work, guys, that gets involved. That's why you need somebody you can trust, who's responsible, who's responsive. And for me, that's Susan. When you work with a client, what are some of the things that you think they should know before they come to you? Are there any resources they can read upon, educate themselves to make your job easier?
Well, in order to get pre-qualified for mortgage loan, it could be primary or investment loan. DTI, which is debt to income ratio, it's
Net
based
income
on
ratio.
their income.
Okay.
And also their credit score, the
Credit
assets for down payment.
Right.
These are very important, and also history of job.
Job history.
Like how long they have been in the industry, or they 1099, self-employed, or W-2. Just take advice from your professional people in this field, not friends and family and so-called telling you guys their experience, because as we mentioned, every case, every scenario is different.
Yes. So the most important thing, guys, is that to take a professional's advice, not just go talk to a friend and then act upon it. Do some reading, know about your debt to income ratio, know about your employment history, as you mentioned, and also set real expectations about the rate. Talk to a professional, they'll educate you. So the next question is, can anybody even do what you're doing if they have no money, and they can get started in your business?
Well, I think the first step will be become a loan officer. And from there, once you get your experience, then you can open your brokerage, yes? Open your business and start making money and I'm going to hire. What you going to do when they run to you for the knowledge
advice,
and you don't have it?
For the advice, yeah.
So I think the best thing is learn the field that you're in or this mortgage industry, and then open your brokerage.
Now, what is the next challenge for you? We're trying to get from here. Now you have 20 plus staff and you have millions of dollars of loan. Like, where are you trying to go next?
My next goal is to be in real estate investment where you are.
Real estate investment.
Yes.
Okay. Well, welcome to our world anytime.
I think this is my next plan.
Next plan, yeah. And you see the fire in this entrepreneur. Like, she's a local entrepreneur. She's achieved a lot of success, with money and assets and everything else. But she's still trying to learn more and grow more in different areas of real estate, and so I think it's really commendable. It's something you want to note, guys, because you should never be satisfied with things you've achieved. There's always something more to achieve. There's always something more to give. For investors, what can they expect in terms of loan? Because I think investor game is different.
The lending field, as far as for investment, it depends. The loans that you will get from regular banks, servicing bank, or wholesale banks, they are loans for long-term or rental or short-term rental loan. There are products that's full doc. You can show your income. And some are, they don't want to show their income, they don't want to go through that hustle, and we call them non-QM products. That it's either bank statement or no ratio loans, and you can use those. Now, flip is different type of investment. For flip, usually clients needs to have either cash in hand or use hard money lending.
So I think you heard a little bit about investing also, not just the regular customer loans. We'll talk more about that in the next session with Susan. Hopefully we'll be lucky to have her again in her studio. But really, there's some deeper topics about, as she mentioned, different types of loan, different types of flips or buy and hold, and also hard money lending. That's a huge topic by itself, how it works and how to even get the hard money lending. But one thing I want to point out is that Susan has access to all those deals. So if you are an investor or a regular consumer, it doesn't matter. Come to her, she can help you. Wonderful advice from you. Where can people find you on social media?
I have Facebook, Susan Nawabi, and I have LinkedIn as Susan Nawabi.
Okay, well, Susan, thank you for coming. Pleasure having you.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully we can have you again.
Definitely.